Hello and welcome back, and in this video we are going to see how to complete the practice diagram assigned in the previous video. Now in this video we are going to see the practice diagram which are related to the commands which we have learned in the previous video, that is fillet command, chamfer command, trim command and extend command. So I have given you some basic practice diagram related to that particular video. Now let's start with the first diagram, okay, without wasting any time, because this will take a while to complete the diagram. I hope most of you have completed the diagram already. If not, then you can have a look here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shift the diagrams a little bit on the right so that I have enough space to do my diagram here itself. Now I'll start with line. Okay, my ortho is already on, so I'll start with a vertical line of length 80, then a horizontal line of length 62, then again a vertical line of length 75. Okay, then I don't know the length of this line, but can be easily calculated if you subtract 20, 10, 10, 12 from 82 or 62. You will find this length is of 10. Then after that, this length is of 15, this length is of 12, this length is of 20, then this horizontal length of 10, this vertical length of 20, this horizontal length of 10, and again a vertical length of 20, and I'll close it. Okay, so this is how I'm going to complete the creation of this part. Now after this, I need to create a fillet here of radius 15. So for fillet, the command is F enter. Okay, now first thing I need to check the current mode. The current mode is set to trim and the radius is already set to 15. If not, then what I can do is I can go to the radius option by pressing R enter. I can set the radius to 15. Then I can go to the trim option by pressing T enter. I'll set it to trim by again pressing T enter. Okay, and because this time I want to create a single fillet, I'm not going to activate multiple option. And then I'm going to create a fillet here of radius 15. Now once this is done, now I have to create a circle of diameter 20, which is 25 mm from here and 20 mm from here. So what I'll do, I'll create a circle first of all over here of diameter 20. So you might have noticed I've created a circle exactly on this corner point from where I know 25 and 20, okay, on that particular location. Now I'm going to select the circle, move this circle to the right by 25, okay. Again I'm going to move this circle down by 20. So it will place the circle in the correct location. Okay, so this is how this first diagram is going to get created. Now coming to the next one is also pretty simple. I'll moving this aside. Okay, so next one is also pretty simple. I'll start with a line of length 80. Okay, then I'll create a line of length 52, and if you calculate this line length will be 20 minus 80. Okay, so if I say 20 minus 80, that is 60, means half of this is 30 and half of this is 30. So I'll say 30 over here. Then here I want to create a line of 5, then again 5, then again 10, then again 10. Now apart from this, I need to create a circle exactly in the middle of diameter 8. Okay, of diameter 8. As we can see, the diameter of the circle is 8. Then I want to move this circle. I want to move this circle slightly on the right with a distance of 10. Then I need to move this circle upward with a distance of 20. Then I want to create a chamfer here of dimension 10 by 9. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go for chamfer, CHA enter. Okay, I'll go to the distance option, set the first chamfer length to 10 and the second chamfer distance to 9. Then I'll select the horizontal line and then the vertical line. So now my chamfer distance is set to 10 by 9. Now what I can do is I can select all of these lines and including the circle. I can use mirror from this midpoint to this midpoint, and I don't want to erase the source object, so I'll click on no. And now my object is ready. Okay, so I hope you got the second diagram as well. So first two diagrams were comparatively simple. Okay, it is not that difficult. If you have already completed these two diagrams, then it will be much simpler for you to complete these two diagrams. Okay, so I want you to practice properly, and if you're not clear with the basics or fundamental of AutoCAD, I would really appreciate if you go back and see the previous videos. Okay, even I would appreciate if you share these videos with your friend. Okay, whoever want to see these videos and want to learn AutoCAD, it will be really helpful for them. Okay, even if there is any of a friend from engineering background or pursuing engineering, any form of engineering, it can be mechanical, civil, etc. If they want to learn AutoCAD, this might be the way of, like, one of the ways in which they can learn AutoCAD. Okay, now I want to create this diagram. Now this diagram is technically the easiest diagram if you try to read it properly. Okay, so what I will do is, here we can see the distance is of 60. So I'm going to create two lines, a vertical line of length 30 and a horizontal line of length 30. Because in this diagram I have already explained you how to use trim and extend, I'm going to take the full benefit of that. So I created a rectangle, you can say particularly of 30 by 30. Now this, but I did it with the help of line. Okay, now I'll create a circle here of radius 5. You cannot create a fillet over here of radius 5. It will not work. Okay, so I'll create a circle here of radius 5 and then trim this portion out. So I don't want this portion and I don't want this portion. Now after that, as we can notice, after the distance of 10, we have a vertical length of 5. So what I'll do, I'll create a line here of 5 and then I'll move this line to the right by 10. Sorry, I moved it by 1. Again, I'll move this line to the right by 10. Once I move this line to the right by 10, then I'll create one more horizontal line from here to here. And then I'll use trim command to get rid of this extra line. Now, even I will delete this line. I'll select this entire thing, choose mirror. Now mirror can also happen like this diagonally. If you select the 2 points perfectly, mirror can also happen diagonally. I'll show you how. Mirror, MI, enter. I'll select this, the center point here. Okay. Now if I turn off ortho, you can see how the mirror is happening, right? But I don't want to mirror the circle. Okay, so this is how mirror is happening. And if I click perfectly on this point, okay, you can see if I click perfectly on this point, mirror is perfect. Okay, mirror is at proper 45 degree in this case. Now I can get rid of this extra lines here. Now next thing what I can do, I can use mirror again, select the entire object and mirror it from the center by activating ortho like this. Then again I can use mirror the entire object from here to the bottom. Okay, so this way you can complete the outer part of this diagram. Now let's try to complete the inner part of the diagram. The first thing what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a circle exactly in the middle here of diameter 14. Okay, I'm going to create a circle exactly in the middle of diameter 14. Then I'm going to create a circle somewhere here outside of radius 15. Okay, now I'm creating a rectangle of 40 by 8. You can see 40 over here and 8 over here. So I'm creating a rectangle of dimension 40, length 8, width. Okay, then I'll select this, move from here to the center. Okay, now I'll choose to rotate and I'll select this point for rotation. Now I'll choose copy option. Okay, before rotating, I'll use trim. Then I'll choose to rotate these two objects from this point with the copy option. So my object is rotated. Now I'll use trim, TR double enter. And now you can see my object is also trimmed. Okay, then I'll select all the three and rotate the entire object, okay, by 45 degree. Then I'll choose move and place this exactly in the center. This way I can complete the third diagram. So I hope you got how to complete all the three diagrams. Okay, so I hope you are following along and properly doing the practice. If you are skipping any lecture or any fundamental tutorial, it will become a little difficult for you to follow along the next videos. So make sure you have completed all the basics first. Okay, although you know AutoCAD, although you are professional in AutoCAD, but if you are following with me on this videos, I would recommend you should know the previous videos as well. Okay, at least have a look and then try to continue with these videos. Okay, thank you everyone, and please try to subscribe to the channel. Okay, because that will help me a lot. Thanks a lot.